Take me back to growing up in rural Saskatchewan and Saskatoon in the 40s and 50s. I'm curious when you knew that being a creative person, an artist, would be your calling.
Second grade, yeah. Second grade, I forged my identity as an artist. We had it was the boomers. There was this big population of children. And my house sat between Alexander School and King Street School. I started at Alexander and later went to King Street, but temporarily they opened an Anglican parish hall and took a spill over there. And they brought a little old lady out of retirement. And she was a nice little old lady, but real reading, writing, arithmetic kind of, very classic, in the box kind of thinker. So she graded us in the second grade in all grades and gave us an average. And she moved the A students into a row and called them bluebirds. And she moved the B students into a row and she called them robins. The C students into a row and she called them wrens. And the flunkies she put in a row and called them crows, right? So I looked at the A students, and they all had their hands clasped on their desks, as I recall, and they were all looking very accomplished and very proud. And in my opinion, there wasn't a smart person in that row. The smart ones were all in the C row. The Bs were trying to be an A. They were trying to be inside the box,
Right.
And the flunkies generally were a bit impaired. And the C was average, but the really smart ones were in the C. Winston Churchill was in the C row. Einstein was in the C row. Most individuated theory would be in the C row, So I remember saying, okay, that prize does not appeal to me. I don't want to be a robin, but I don't like the idea of being a third-class citizen, but I drew the best doghouse. We had to draw a doghouse. It had the front and one side showing, and everybody's were too tall and skinny, or their lines went off at the corners, or they didn't have any sense of proportion. So
you got a sense that was you had
right.
something that others didn't
So
have.
I drew the best doghouse. So from then on, I forged my identity as an artist.